Hi everyone, a big positive social distancing air hug to you all. Today I am feeling moved to talk about the messaging and the information we're getting right now, and I came up with some catchy phrases to be mindful of our messaging and intentional about what information we're consuming. I don't know about you guys, but I am inundated with emails and news reports and push notifications and people sending things. It's just like a barrage of information, and realistically, most of that information is negative. We as humans love negative stuff. We as humans are drawn to it. We could see a beautiful day, a beach, and then we could see a child behaving badly and we'll go gravitate straight towards that. Same with coronavirus. We could be seeing 1,010,000 great stories or great moments, but we're gonna focus on the negative. So please, for your own health, because we all know it's not good for our health to focus on the negative. We all know intrinsically it doesn't feel good to get stuck in a endless loop of negative news story after negative news story, but it really does actually negatively affect our mental and physical health. So I have put down 5 things that I think are helpful for us to really steer away from the negative messaging and be more mindful of it and be more intentional of the information that you're consuming. So number 1 is actually a bit of a bonus, because all the emails that are coming in right now, from me anyway, a lot of them are pretty negative. There's a lot of subscription emails coming in. So the first thing you might want to do is take this time while you have it to unsubscribe from a lot of emails you always wish you could unsubscribe for. And the magic of it is, it will make you actually feel really productive. I've had unsubscribe from all these things on my to-do list forever, and this morning I just went through and was like unsubscribe, 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 and it got to about 10 a.m. and I was like, I have done this day. So it will help you feel productive, but it will also make you aware of the messaging that's coming in, and only keep the things that are positive and uplifting, because quite often we're seeing that stuff in the morning, and how is that starting our day? So unsubscribe from anything that isn't positive right now. You could subscribe to maybe a few websites that are going to give you information, like the CDC or the World Health Organization. That's factual information. That's important to have in your inbox. Number 2, look at what news you're watching, because we're all trying to get information right now, and some of us have the news on like just 24 hours. I would schedule your news. If you decide that you want to know how things are in the morning, tune in for the morning for half an hour to a reputable news source, somewhere you feel trust with that news source, and use it. Half an hour, and then turn it off the rest of the day. The news, everything is changing hour by hour by hour, and you just cannot allow yourself to be part of that ebb and flow. It's just going to be so detrimental on your mental health. So schedule it and then get the recap the next morning, or maybe you prefer at night. Have your day and look at the night, what's happened in the day, and then refresh, start again the day, and then have that at the end of the night. Schedule your news and be aware of what news you're watching. If you're relying on a source that's super negative, maybe you want to seek out some positive news sources. New York Times is doing a whole segment right now on all positive news stories. Find a source that is a little bit more solution-based than problem-based. It's much better for your health. So look at the news and schedule it. Then you also, number 3, is what's happening on your phone or your devices. What push notifications are coming up? We always say you should turn your push notifications off, but really right now people are sneaking in, because I don't have many push notifications and I'm getting them. So turn them off, because otherwise you're gonna get, Trump said this guy said that, this is happening now, this many deaths, and you can't avoid it. It's on your watch, it's on your phone, it's on your computer. Turn them off for now, just during this time, because you really want to be aware, and don't search for this stuff on a daily, like hourly basis. Keep it to a small amount of time if you are going to be on your device. Same with as you would with your news. Another thing is to actually manage positive to negative. We as humans will see 6 negatives before we see a positive, so I'm going to challenge you to flip it. So I want you to seek out 6 positives before you allow yourself to look at some negative news. So if you find yourself with a negative, go, oh, now I got to find 6 positives. So flip the switch, 6 positives to 1 negative to beat our negative news bias. And 5th is to spread goodness. Be a spreader of goodness, not corona, goodness. Because just as other people, you are receiving this information that's negative, other people are. So be somebody in your community that's giving out funny videos and positive stories, and just be a source for good, positive news as you would wish to receive it yourself. Kind of that good old golden rule. And finally, those are the 5 things you can do to look at positive news, positive messaging, and powerfully happy information. But if you're just not feeling positive and you need to have a moment, that's okay too. We're all riding this wave in a different way. Personally, sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't want to see another positive story. I just don't. This is hard. That's okay too. Don't force yourself to feel happy about something. There's a lot to not feel happy about right now, and that is human and acceptable in every beautiful way. So don't force yourself, but if you're trying to be intentional, really focus on those 5 things you can do to find the positive in the news, in the messaging, and all the information we're getting right now. If you have any other great ideas, please put them down below. I will list some of the sites that I've been using for positive news. I won't bother you now. Instead, I will just say, subscribe to positive news like this. Look for the happiness, share the goodness, and really be mindful of what you're putting out in the world as well. I wish you only positive vibes today. Thank you. Bye.